Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Navy Black Podcast. This is Bigboy the Boss, aka the money quarterback, making plays with the money. Episode 93. What up, Big?
What it do, everyone? A lack of knowledge would never conquer me. What's up, Jern?
What up, you guys? Back in the York.
We back in here, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. Trell Martin, introduce yourself.
Yo, what's going on? This your boy Trell Martin on there, Full Effect Design and Images, all the way from Ward, South Carolina.
All the way in the country down there in Ward, South Carolina.
Ward, South Carolina. So tell us more about you. What you do?
Oh man, you know, I do photography, I do graphic designing, getting into video production. You know, I got my own magazine. We're trying to start a production company also. You know, we're gonna be advertising, doing Roku channel and stuff like that. You know, just a whole production company.
I saw you said something about that. So explain that. Like, you gonna have a Roku channel? Like, it gonna be an app?
So I mean, it's limited details I can give right now, but I'm gonna have my own channel. But excuse me, y'all can have y'all own channel too. So basically, we'll put the channel together for you. We'll keep the maintenance up for you. Instead of you telling people to tune in to YouTube channels or this and that, you be like, hey, download the app off Roku. I got my own TV channel.
I know what type of channel I want.
Hey, it's whatever you want, bro.
That's how I feel that. Like, I was watching, like, you said, like, photography or whatever, but you said you love to teach. And so, like, I'm a big learner. So, like, on this podcast, I need you to teach me a lot of stuff today, right? So, you gonna do that for me?
Hey, man, I can just give you the knowledge. It's up to you to take it in.
But, like, what gives you the confidence to be able to create other people's stories?
Man, honestly, it go back from when I first began, you know what I mean? I was in that same mindset as you. I need to learn. But as people just keep coming to you, I mean, it be second nature then. You just be like, oh, I'm going to do it. If you see them smiling in the middle of the shoot, you're doing the right thing. If you don't, you try another avenue.
Yeah.
That one, like I said, we trying to get into that right now. Whatever, just trying to learn about photography or whatever. I said it right.
Yeah.
I always say photography. You know, I always say the word wrong or whatever.
He called me country.
Ward is country now.
Hey, west side. But anyway, like you like, what kind of lens is that, or would you say is the best to take photos with?
I mean, depend. With me, I love my 7200. You know what I mean? It do everything. Only problem you run into sometimes you're in a little tight spot. You know, you ain't got nowhere to move back.
He said the 7200, and I want you to know, like, I saw the 7200, the G Master for the Sony lens, $2,800.
Yeah, but
that's $2,800 lens, and y'all don't know.
But I mean, I tell people all the time, you ain't got to go buy no brand new lens. It's a whole lot of companies out there. They sell used lenses.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get you one. Hey, I got 2 cameras right. I got 5 cameras altogether, but 2 of them used, and I use them every day.
So what cameras do you use? Like, you use Canon, Sony's?
I'm a Canon man.
Okay, you're like a Canon. Okay.
I'm a Canon man. You know, nothing fire like a Canon.
Nothing fire like a Canon. That's how you feel. I mean, you know, we over here Sony out over here, man.
Yeah, I
Alpha
see.
series.
I mean, y'all be buying another camera in about another year. Too. I'm still using mine.
We got the A6400 though because they got no recording limit. And we know we want to do podcasts, so like we need a no recording limit. You know, most cameras have like 30 minutes, with 29 minutes, 59 seconds.
Bro, I don't even get into recording.
Yeah, you just take pictures. You don't do no videography.
I mean, my man I got over here behind the scenes, he trying to make me get into it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I like more about cameras and stuff like that, like taking video, because like you can get these moments and memories that you can't get with a picture.
You're right, but that ain't me.
Yeah, I know you got to do your own thing. I'm talking about
you got your lane.
I want to learn how to edit just for the simple fact. So like when I hire people, say somebody gets sick or something, you know, I can play, I can fill in.
Exactly.
Other than that, nah, it ain't really.
Yeah.
I can't give 100%. I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, that's most
like
definitely.
everybody need to have their own niche. I feel like my niche, if I did like photography or whatever, would be like videoing events or like weddings and making memories like that, because that's what I like to do. Like some people want to just take pictures of real estate, which I love to do that too, because you get paid good money for that. But what do you like mostly do when you take pictures?
I like fashion.
Okay.
That's what I like, you know what I mean? But not what these people out here call fashion. I mean, I might get some backlash what I'm about to say. But
hey, it's your opinion.
I mean, like, I'm going to use Cam Newton as an example. A lot of people laugh at that man, but that's what you call fashion. You take stuff. Now, I don't know exactly what he do, because some people say he just go in the closet and do stuff. That ain't fashion, but you take stuff and you make it look good.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Don't follow the trend.
That's really how I've been dressing my whole life. Like I would say, I love what Cam Newton dress like. I love cause I feel like that's ahead of the trends or whatever. Like people gonna clown it now, but 5 years from now they gonna be like, man, that's the style.
They won't even clown it now. Let a rapper do it.
Right.
I think Cam Newton be fresh.
Yeah, he be
Hey,
fresh.
let a rapper do it. You know,
With some diamond chains around his neck. Hey, that's how
everybody
he
just trying to go get the diamonds. Everybody trying to go get the yellow suit. You know what I mean?
So how y'all feel about wearing the dress then? Cause I ain't
No,
wearing
I ain't wearing no dress. But that's
dress.
still fashion though.
That's fashion.
It's just not for me.
If you Irish and you wearing a kilt,
What? Hey, it's fashion for them guys.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff he wear, I wouldn't wear still yet to this
Yeah.
day. But
Yeah.
it's still fashion. You know?
Most definitely. So like fashion and all that stuff, but tell me about this. I had this in my phone. I want to ask you or whatever.
this is
Like,
my whole question.
yeah, I got a whole question. I got so many questions I want to ask you. Like,
cause you really like
yeah,
entrepreneur out here running
Nah,
your
go
business.
ahead.
whatever. So like, cause I had this problem like thinking about finding ways. How do you print photos? Like, what's the best way to print photos?
I go through companies. Different. I find a company that work for me.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell you this company, it may work for me, but depending on what you're doing, it may not work.
Okay.
You know, like you got a wedding photographer, he need to find somebody that got good wedding albums.
Yeah.
And also you want to find the best price because the company I use, I'm pretty sure they probably do wedding albums, but they might not have the best price. So then you got to either raise your price or take a loss.
Yeah.
And but that comes with time, you know.
But I saw you like marketing. I love like your marketing style because you just put up something like you want to get in now, like you can pay $500 for like a $1,500 or $1,000 price thing.
yeah.
And that's good too because like maybe like because a lot of people like looking at that, I gotta jump on that now because I need to get there, and that's in my opinion that's smart because like it's scarcity. You need people to feel scarce in something because a lot of people need pictures, and like what I have figured out like getting these cameras or whatever, it's like seeing pictures, like looking at old pictures, I be looking at my in the camera, whatever. Like this is people's life. Like these are memories. Like you really take it for people that's gonna live forever. And like that's why I asked you that first question about like telling people stories or whatever, because like that's exactly what the camera do. It tell people stories, and like you can't take it for granted at all, in my opinion, because like that's why like I want to do this, but I don't want to do it until I really feel like I know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, it ain't so much of knowing what you're doing, bro. It's more of is your passion. It's a difference in wanting to do it and passion. Like, I mean, for example, you probably ain't not asking the question. I have to touch on this again, but I got nominated for an award in North Carolina.
I did for about that.
And I was like, you know, I told everybody this one mean a lot to me. Don't get me wrong. I've been nominated for a couple of awards. Never won none, so y'all need to go vote. I don't never win.
I'm gonna vote.
but it mean a lot because the simple fact of I'm in a different state now. You know, it's another state nominating me, and somebody asked me, they was like, man, how you get nominated for something?
I was about to ask the same thing. How you even get nominated?
Well, for this one, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little smart when I answered their question, but for the podcast, I'm gonna answer the professional way. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, dude hit me up on Facebook. He was like, hey, I just want you to know you've been nominated. I need your email address.
So somebody sent you in, and you didn't even have to send yourself in.
I didn't even know nothing about
But
it.
that's what you do when you put in the work in. Like somebody else gonna value what you doing. You bring it value.
Somebody gonna know.
Exactly.
It was shocking to me. I'm gonna be there January the 16th. You know, I'm gonna win or lose. I'm trying to take the trophy home. I looked it up. It's 6 of us are nominated. I'm the only one representing South Carolina though.
That's
So from all over the region, or just these
it's
two states?
There's 2 more people in North Carolina, and it's a person in Texas, and I think the other 2 people is in Virginia.
Okay.
And like so, like you just randomly get nominated, and then you one of the nominees.
It shocked me, bro.
Like just like watching the BET Awards or whatever. Like I'm better walk on stage, maybe if I win, but I'm still gonna be there because I'm a part of this ceremony because I'm starring at what I'm doing.
It goes back to when I said networking. Whether I win or lose, I can come in last place, but I'm gonna sit at the table with 5 other photographers that I don't know.
Exactly.
And we can all talk politics. You know, they may need help out here. I may need help down here. We'll keep it moving.
So when did you first realize you wanted to be a photographer?
Probably about 2 years ago.
Okay,
I've
so
been-
you just started.
Nah, that's the thing though. I've been doing photography 7 years. I've been doing graphic designing for 13 years. But I was doing photography. I was like, I don't really want to do this. But then the money started coming in.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, still don't really want to do it. But after the money kept coming in, people was like, hey, do this, do that. Then I just kept doing it. I ain't have a passion for it at first though.
Yeah.
So I could speak on passion. But then I grew a passion for it. You know what I mean? Then I think it just kept going better and better. I quit my job last year, January 6, 2020.
Okay.
I quit my job, left it alone. I was like, pandemic hit 2 months later.
Yeah.
I was like, that, you know what I mean? But the thing about that is, I still made it with
Yeah.
my job, running the studio, opening up my own studio, running the studio and stuff. So I knew then I got to go full force. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe. You know?
Damn right, it's just part of your life now. It's like you do something for 21 days to become a habit.
It is my life.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I tell people all that because I was on another show and they was like, it's part like, nah, it's my life now, you know.
Yeah.
I find time to get in this and then third. Like when y'all asked me for the podcast, I was like, yo, let me just check my schedule. I do it, but let me just.
That was it. Again on the pod. We appreciate you. Like that's why I feel like go back to 3 real fast. We're gonna workshop the podcast on live on the podcast. But look at the pod. I don't think you ain't in focus all the way. The mic is in focus. So hit the button. Like you see what we talking about?
Oh, hey,
excuse
my hairline.
There we go. And let's get back to pod or whatever. That was irking my nerves. I could not deal with it. Though. I just could not deal with it. Like I say, I want the best product put the best product out out here. I want the best people with the most interesting conversation. But I also want on our end to have the best product
production.
And so like
we all about production, just like your pictures. You want your pictures to look pristine, clear.
They fire.
Radiant.
So like basically, so like a wedding or whatever. Like you have shot weddings, right? I saw your pictures. I just had to ask that question for the people. I'm telling you,
we did our research.
I love this, man. I love researching people, seeing what you do in your life. I just scour.
How far you went back?
Man, I ain't go that far.
Oh,
man.
okay.
I saw when your neck was skinnier. That's how far I went back.
But about 3 years ago. Just because like that's why we've been trying to schedule people out ahead of a couple, so we can get time to. I'm just looking at your life or whatever, and I like it. I appreciate because like it gives me motivation. See, like I say, you say you quit your job. I quit my job last December or whatever. Like I just been living my life. Like that's what they people say or whatever. But just like how you feel passion, like I feel this is a passion for me because like I love the camera. I love thing. We do this for free every week since January. This ain't passion. What is passion? Exactly. But like I say, but what I'm saying, I do the same entrepreneur lifestyle. I just figure out ways to get money or whatever. So like you just gotta get it. It's like it ain't for the week or whatever. It's like every day you get up, you like, man, I don't feel like doing that. But guess what? You can't feel like doing that, but them bills still be paid. So like you gotta do
matter how you feel.
Like,
bills really gotta be paid.
Like
that's 100% true.
And some people like taking pictures or whatever. Like you might not want to take these pictures or whatever, but like you start doing it, then you go like, oh man, I gotta make these pictures nice though because like word of mouth, in my opinion, is the biggest. And like I say, I heard about you in a good way, a positive way. So that means you doing stuff proper. Good. And I went to your page and you was and you had said about how you got nominated or whatever. People's in your comments congratulating you. Yeah. That means you doing good work, and that means people appreciate you as the person. And that's the best thing about like you as the person.
That's the biggest thing about a photographer though, the person. Like people attract to you, not just because you take pictures. They attract to you. Everybody take pictures. You need to be the person that they want to take their pictures.
Right about that.
You did.
I tell people though, man, photography. Well, I'm gonna let y'all ask y'all next question. I don't want to answer y'all questions before y'all ask.
It's just a conversation.
I tell people though with photography, man, and like I mean, I recommend to this reference to this guy a lot. Even though he behind the scenes, we might get him on camera before it's over.
We gotta talk to him because I want to see what's in his head. Cause I want to learn.
But you know, I tell people, like you said, it ain't for the weak because you have a lot of people, man. It's about popularity in Colombia. It's about popularity. You know what I mean? I can go to Charleston. Oh my God! Not because they know me. They don't know me from a can of paint, but they just see me working.
Your work,
you know what I mean?
Speaks for itself.
I go to Greenville, same thing. Other places, Columbia. If you weak minded, I'll say this again. Columbia, if you weak minded, being an entrepreneur, period, ain't for you. It's about popularity. It's about how much money you want to give to the clubs, things like that. And it's a lot of backlash from it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I tell them like this, I'm running a business, I ain't running a friendship.
That's the truth though.
At the end of the day, I gotta feed my family.
Exactly. So give me a range of like what you like. Not you ain't gonna tell me your price, but give me a range of like say if you was taking photos at a wedding.
Oh, so my basic package started at $1,800. You know what I mean?
So how about videography? What?
Hey, y'all need another camera because they go to videographer right there. You know what I mean? But I think what you $1,400 I think.
For a day?
For the cheapest package, what's that package consist of?
So just videography.
Oh, we got a mic.
Just videography, $1,400. That's a 5-hour day. But that's like pre-wedding, getting the decorations, getting the makeup, getting people getting dressed. The best man putting on helping put on the jacket and that type of thing. Then the traditional wedding, walking down the aisle, everybody coming in, that type of thing. The introduction, at the reception, cake cutting. basically the different packages. It all depends on if you just want like a short video, a highlight video.
Okay.
If you want a highlight video, which is about 2 to 3 minutes of the full day, or you want the highlight video plus the full wedding video.
It's different packages.
It's different packages. So from 1,400 up until you get to about 3,500.
Okay.
But the 3,500, I mean, you getting the full production. You getting drones. You getting different cameras like how y'all have here.
Yeah.
It's a team, so you got to be able, as a business owner, you got to be able to pay your team as well.
Exactly.
So and people, when people see that you have multiple people on your team, it's all about perception too. If I come in and I shoot your wedding with only one person, you're not gonna be willing to pay me $3,500.
Yeah.
But if I come into the wedding and I got 4, you see 4 cameras, you see 5 people walking around. Now you see walking around 35.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's all about your budget also.
Yeah.
Everybody dressed alike. Just everything. And like you said, it's perception, you know.
Exactly. That's why, like I say, perception. You come in here and you be like, man, I do gotta take this more serious than maybe like if I came in here like it was nothing like this.
It was a cell phone right there. That's all it was.
You got a table.
But you know, one thing I learned though, what you said, that's true. That's 100% true. When I saw the setup, it changed your mindset. But if it was a cell phone, I'd have joked with y'all boys the same way. But I don't know what y'all editing skills like. So I'm gonna talk that cell phone the same way. Y'all might have some stuff going on. I'm like, yeah, they look like that after they finish. You know, it may be good. You know,
that's true though. But at the same time, but when you walk in here, you have to get this place a level of respect just off the work you know that's been put in. Cause like the work you put into your business behind the scenes that nobody never see, but you know what you put in. Like nobody never see us being here painting this wall or going to find this stuff. But we had to go.
A lot of crying nights, a lot of long nights.
A lot of like, man, we got to figure out a way to make somebody notice this. Cause like at the end of the day, I'm happy if one person listening to this, but I love the fact that you can build something, create something in your head, and now people, it's like they kind of tune into it. Like just a small amount of people.
What I like about it so good, not meaning to cut you off, but y'all giving the opportunity for people to get their name out there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That mean a lot, bro. Especially, I ain't a big fan of Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? That might be another backlash thing, but it is what it is because. For one, it was founded by a white person.
You feel
so
me?
that tells me that we couldn't even come together to find something ourselves.
Preach.
But I ain't gonna get into that.
Man, we get into whatever you want to get into.
Hey, but
we own this.
I ain't gonna get into it but what I'm saying in the black community, man, we don't ever stick up for one another. So for y'all to be giving like opportunities for everybody, yo, that mean a lot.
That made me smile. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
for real, but like, but we giving opportunity to people that make it. I mean,
this man he got the classics going on.
You can't hear it. They got some sound. But anyway. It's like, but we want to get opportunity to people that's doing stuff that we give us stuff about. You know, I don't want to cuss too much this podcast, but yeah.
Hey, go ahead, man.
But we want to give platforms to people. Cause like 2 weeks ago, we had some of the dopest people ever on the podcast.
Dumbest.
But like we never met them before that day or whatever. They came on the podcast and just great vibes and like I said, Tan Divide. If you watch the podcast, we saw you hit us up, but we pod right now, so we're gonna hit you up after the pod. But anyway, like these people are so cool and like just right now we having this conversation and hopefully this is not the last conversation because like we can build. Work together, networks together. Like you said you want to start a podcast. We doing a podcast, so who can you call to ask about a podcast? You got people.
I might actually want to rent the place out instead of me buying everything.
It's here.
That's it.
That's how you have to do it, man. You have to network.
Again, like just how you doing yours. Like people don't understand what people go through that's doing what we're doing. That's why we want to call on to people like you.
Yeah, because like we in the same mindset as you. We don't got no job.
We live our life.
Hey, no, you do got a job.
Yeah, our job is to go get money.
Exactly. You
Entrepreneur, you know, but like it's just like we out here every day like a lion going to eat.
Exactly.
You feel me? We ain't just like passive in our life. Like we just waiting for the check to come in, which is nothing wrong with that going to a job, but I want more.
Nah, it ain't nothing wrong with that. I tell people entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. It's for people like us. You know what I mean? All of us. I'm gonna say all of us that see him.
Jeremy, we're gonna get Jeremy there with us.
You know what I mean?
That's what we're gonna
do. But I also tell people this
That's
too. Because people always be like, hey, what can I do to quit my job? I tell them, man, you just gotta work. Don't quit your job out of plan. Now, I did that. I went to lunch one day. I called my people. I was like, hey, I ain't coming back. I ain't go back. But don't get me wrong, I've been successful ever since. But just imagine if I had a plan where I can be at now.
Exactly.
But like it's almost a catch-22 or whatever. Cause I'll say the same thing. You gonna always say like, man, if I hindsight 2020, but if I knew what I know now, boy, I'd have did this and did this. But you just had to take that leap because
but even if I had I ain't even gonna say a whole 6-month plan. Just imagine if I'd have said, okay, let me write down this, what I might need. I ain't write down nothing. It was just more of, okay, I got a studio, I'm finna run it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying you can't do that. I ain't saying that. But I just tell people, hey, at least give yourself a 2-week plan. Can I make this in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I had gave myself I was in the stock market real hard last year or whatever. So I had done I made hella bands last year. Hella bands.
Hey, let me borrow about 200.
I ain't got no money. They borrow $200 So that really gave me a level of I got a whole year just to really play literally the thing about this, I feel like every grown up need a year in their life where they can just still have a mindset of a adolescence. You know,
okay.
You can do whatever you want to do any day you want to do it, but you got to think about back in the day you asked your mama to do something. We got to talk about your dad too. I saw what you said about your dad. But you ask your mama to do something or whatever, it's because you don't think about money. Money don't mean nothing to you. But so when you get to it these people that be on the internet or whatever, living their life to where they want to live at, because they make so much money. Mm-hmm. And so I ain't make a lot of money, but I made a level of money where I could quit my job and be able to be successful for a little while or whatever. So they give you time to just learn.
Sit back and get clarity in life.
And get knowledge.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm so big into learning. That's why I want to know how back to the photo printing, because you ain't really answered that question the way I ain't learned to. But
people want to know more.
You just, cause I want to figure out how to.
My question. I got a question to you though, because in order to answer your question, I got to get the understanding of what you want to do.
Yeah, I was saying,
what do you want to print?
I just be like 11 by 14. But do you go to Walmart? Do that?
Nah,
I want better prints. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Now you give me a better understanding of what you want. Okay. So I don't use Walmart, CVS. Well, I don't knock them. I just don't use them. I mean, I never knock another man in their business. But if you want professional work, you got to go to professional business.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want, let me see, wall canvases and stuff. I mean, I have a company for that. Right now, I have 6 companies I use, but they all for different things. Yeah. You know, so
you write it down, how you have all this. So
what I do is I use one. If I like it, I keep it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I find something else, I may if you come in my studio, well, it ain't put out in the open no more, but it used to be. But if you come in my office, I can show you albums. It's the same album, but it's from different companies. Mm-hmm. So I see quality. That's number one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I'm paying for it. Well, let me rephrase that. Let me go back. What I'm paying for it is number one. Then your quality is number 2. You know what I mean? And it's always what can you do for less. You say you work with my pops at Walmart. We're gonna get on that, but. You know,
okay. I'm telling you, I researched you, so you said your dad, how he the most influential person in your life. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but it's Walmart motto is I work at Walmart too, so I know, hey, they trying to get more for less.
Most definitely. So, every business is. Though.
So my goal is this, and this ties in with the printing also. If I can do a job and it's really on $100, but I'm charging $350. Which, by the way, y'all, that's a photo shoot price. So go ahead and book. But
easy
you
money.
know what I mean? If I could charge that, you know, and I can get the picture almost perfect when I take it, I'm not really doing a lot of work in editing.
Yeah.
But if I charge that and it's taking me 10 minutes on each picture to edit, and I give up 15 images, you know what I mean? You got to understand, okay, I took the hour to do it. Well, let's go back to the setup. That's a good 15 minutes. An hour to do it. Most time, we ain't on time. I'm on time. Y'all don't be on time. But, you know what I mean? The hour to do it. You know, then you got to think the editing. So with all that editing, the preset, the hour to do it, I'm away from home. I could be going to enjoy the football game. You know,
is that what we were saying about shooting a video for a whole day? That's not compared to what you got to do edited afterwards.
Exactly. And I don't even know how to edit, but I can only
edit the podcast a little bit, so I know how to edit a little bit.
Okay.
So who edit for you? You got an editor?
I allow my man right here to shoot and edit.
Okay.
I allow him to shoot.
We should got you a mic, man. Cause I want to ask you what you use Lightroom.
So I actually use. So when it comes to editing videos, I use Premiere in Vegas. I like Premiere better because it's just all around the board. Whether you on Windows or Mac, the commands and the controls are the same.
Yeah.
So the shortcuts are the same. So it doesn't take as long. But yeah, I like using Adobe Premiere.
I use DaVinci Resolve. But I edit that just I just edit really the podcast. I edit some video for my fam or whatever. Cause I say we trying to do a page where 100 years from now our great grandkids are better to see our family live. They'll better know my grandma because they'll better see her living.
Gotcha. I got you.
Just like
hey, that's how you gotta
legacy.
start. But that's how I actually started, man. Like my first wedding I did, I gave them a refund. First of all, I charged $200 for a wedding, so they should have known better. Anyway, hey, I blame them. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. I had to learn though. Yeah. Honestly, like I ain't even know it was a focus ring on the camera. That's the sad thing about it. I call myself a photographer, but I ain't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
So
focus ring. I'm gonna let you go, but focus ring. I don't know what you mean.
So like,
tell me the little ring around the lens, but that don't work for me. That's why I say tap the lens. Because when I tap,
you got on auto.
Yeah, probably so.
Oh, see, you ain't a real photographer.
But no,
that's why we learned it. That's why we learned it.
No, Big Trey told us to go manual. I go manual when I'm taking pictures, but when we doing the video in here, we just go to the regular video because like we like how it look on camera.
I got you.
It all line up together or whatever.
So like, this me. I'm a manual guy. You know what I mean? And with the focus ring, I think those are single rings. I can't really see.
I think
on
so.
the side, but a lot of your lenses you have 2 rings. One is for zoom.
Yeah, you got to say it. $2,800.
No, a lot of them.
We ain't got them.
No, hey, bro, I can promise you them lenses ain't cheap.
No, I mean, you know, this setup ain't cheap.
Yeah,
they ain't cheap.
I know they ain't cheap.
But see, that's the difference. Like y'all have the perfect videography.
Yeah.
So the
pictures.
Are different.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the lanes, like his lane is perfect. I mean, his lens is perfect for photography, but your lens is perfect
for video.
Videography, yeah, exactly. So like whatever you needed.
I
saw them pictures you took at Rich Brand Game Day. It was fire. Cause I was like, I guess your shutter speed real high too. So like,
we be Bigboy.
we gonna skip out that.
Hey, do not make sure they do not cut it out,
Come on now. Well, yeah. But how? Matter of fact, talking about you taking pictures at sporting events or whatever, how you get them media credentials?
Bro, it's harder than you think. And I went to school there, and it's still harder than you think. Honestly, like Baseball, they won't even give me any credentials.
Yeah,
but
so like you can't even. Why?
I can now because I'm part of the state press association, so they can't deny.
Oh, so you real deal media?
Yeah, but when I first started, I was
together,
you know. But when I first started, I also offered free stuff to them too.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get in there because to get part of the association, you have to present work that you did. So I couldn't never do it unless I worked for a newspaper. So I couldn't just say, hey, I want to pay this money. Now they do want the money, but they want to see that you know what you're doing too. Because some people just like say, for example, you get the pass. Like when Jay-Z and Beyonce came down here, I used my pad just to go. I took 1 or 2 pictures, but I just want to go.
Fire.
You know what I mean?
But what it is, though, you get another access because you walking in there with a $2,800 lens.
Hold on. No. That time out. Let's reverse, y'all. The new lens cost $2,800. I don't
got that one?
Nah, I don't buy nothing new. I don't try to buy something new if I can't find it used.
Yeah.
Because if you find something used,
it's still the $2,800 lens though, because that means it's still worth around $2,000.
Because you have people that get Sonys, but you have people though that they get stuff and they don't never know how to use it, so they end up selling it for cheap, or they'll get stuff and they trying to follow the trend. So anytime something new come out, they selling stuff back. So it's just like a car; it depreciates once you buy it.
So Sony, the camera that people follow the trend with.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you why I like
Canon. Yeah.
I don't really.
The ACL3,
but the ACL4 just came out.
But I'm gonna tell you why I like Canon. And I don't.
Which one you got before you tell us why you like Canon? Which
I got a 5D Mark IV and on Mark II. Then I got 2 7Ds.
Okay.
And I still got my first camera I ever used, a Rebel T3. Right now, it's sitting in my.
That's a Canon also.
Canon man. Devin, that's on the podcast with us or whatever. So like I said, I was telling you about Swadler brother, but like he had a Canon M50. That's what he used to use when we was.
And see, this is why I like Canon.
Great. That's what that is right there.
Canon M50. Yeah,
exactly. Great quality.
Great quality.
Great quality.
What lens you using?
So this actually.
I love that gimbal.
That gimbal fire.
It's the 15 to 45.
Okay.
But see, that's video.
Yeah.
See,
with pictures that wouldn't be great.
Perfect for video, like for this type space. But then I got a Canon R that I shoot with. It's a little bit bigger. It's still a mirrorless camera, but it's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
We can tell the difference in the quality of the picture, but to the normal consumer,
They
That's what I'm saying. Like,
can't.
Yeah,
just like I was talking to my homeboy Brad that just left, like the 50M and 35 millimeter.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
Bro,
don't even
get you a
understand
50.
what that means.
Get you a 50.
That's what the
Yeah.
two on lit side lenses
I
are
shot a
50.
whole way with a 50. Now you might do a lot of walking because it's stuck right
Yeah.
there. But you know what I mean.
I want that.
You can do everything with it though.
I want a G Master it's a 18 to 135 or something, but it's the G Master lens.
Well, if you're gonna get that, you might just get an 85 millimeter.
2.8.
How you deal with people asking for free shoots?
No. Nah, hey.
I gotta put that. That
Honestly
clip out
though,
there.
man, it's like this. With that, now that I have got established, I have the right to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming up, hey, I need all the. Let me rephrase that. 'Cause I still need practice. I think I ain't never good enough. I can always get better.
Damn right.
But now that I have shoots going on just about every day, sometimes I don't have time for.
Yeah, shoot every day.
Just about.
That's tough.
If
That's
not,
poppin'.
and I also rent out my studio. So if not, it may be somebody not renting out the studio. So you know what I mean.
That's why we do need to get love to do this shit.
So you know, like people come all the time. They be like, "Hey, can I do a free shoot?" The number one rule I got with a free shoot: can we both benefit from it? Not can you? I know you're gonna benefit from it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
But can I benefit from it too? So like, if you take like boudoir, lingerie, that type stuff, you come to me for a free shoot. The answer is no. Because that's not nothing I really goes towards. I go towards more like corporate type things.
Yeah, you ain't trying to go that lane.
Yeah. Now, would I do the shoot? I would, but you gonna pay. You know, and because I don't advertise it. As you say, you did your research. You don't see it on my page.
Yeah, hell
Nah,
no.
so
I
You
don't
be doing a
know.
little
And it-
nasty
You know,
look,
that's why
photo
I said,
shoot.
that's why I was over there telling you like I ain't want to cuss a lot, you know.
Oh, no.
But
Now, that's
I know,
cool
but
because-
I was just saying like, but you're a professional, like you run
Y'all
a professional
professionals too,
Yeah,
though.
we definitely professional,
I mean-
but like but that's why like you see what we do behind the scenes on the podcast. But
Look
you'll
at
never see us
Moscato.
you'll never see us doing
know
it
it.
on the podcast because like we wanna if we were able to go talk to kids, we would love to do that. I saw you mentioning like you like to talk about Eric Thomas or whatever. You would mention some of his quotes. Like you see the back of our business card is the Eric Thomas quote.
Okay,
like, the
let
same
me
thing you
read-
said.
let me read
You
that.
know what I'm saying? That's how we feel. We own the same.
I
kind
just
of
posted
stuff.
that the other day.
That's what I'm saying. Like we feel like if you want this, you just gotta keep going consistency. If you don't keep going at it, then like the
You'll
first,
never know.
Yeah, you never know.
But I mean, you don't knock those photographers because they make bread.
Yeah.
He know I was gonna reference to him. That's his. That ain't his only lane. I don't want to put my man out there. That's his only lane, but it's his main lane. And
To my videography.
no, like the bourgeois shoots.
Okay.
And stuff.
Oh,
But
the
one
nad-
shoot.
Okay.
Yeah,
you,
but see,
you
one-
like the NAD, the risque stuff.
But the thing about it, one shoot that man make more than I do probably doing two shoots.
See, that's smart.
So
That
you know
type
what
of
I mean?
shoots I want to do.
So, and he got the best of both worlds, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We gonna keep it PG-13,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. So,
We
but
get edge rated on here, boy. We get real edge rated on
but
this
you
spot.
know, but I tell people you got to find your lane, and that's just something I never really been into. You know, so because for one, fashion is what I like doing. You can't do fashion and have somebody have naked at the same time. You ain't gonna have. They ain't gonna have no clothes.
But
What
ain't no
else going on?
fashion.
So I look at it like that. But back to what he said, free shoots. If it's something I want to do, I might hit the model up and be like, "Hey, you want to do a shoot?" But one thing about me is I don't believe in paying models too fast. Another backlash comment.
I want to hear
Why you don't
this.
believe in that?
Because I'm the type of person I is. Now, if I have an idea and I say, "Hey, yo, you will kill it. I know you'll kill it," I'll pay you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not, because if you look at it, if you take a model and go to a model agency, right, what they have to submit every month.
Bitch, that's why I say I feel like the deal is beneficial for both because they need good quality pictures and you need practice on someone. So that'd be a perfect match.
Yeah, if I'm looking for practice. But he said if they hit me up for a free shoot.
Oh, they hit you up. Okay. I
So with a model, first thing a model will say is, I'm going to be published, or I got a chance being published. Don't get me wrong. First time I had a picture published in a magazine, I was happy.
Yeah.
I bought it. Now, it's like, I appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to share it because it's an accomplishment, but I'm not finna buy it. Because I look at it like this. You published in this magazine. You didn't get paid for it.
Yeah.
I didn't get paid for it. Dude, the magazine, is they going to even go follow me on Facebook or Instagram?
That's the truth, though.
I mean,
Real.
let's just be real about
It's
it.
the truth, though.
And I tell models that all the time, too. You can't just limit yourself to want to be a published model. A model is not, it's going to tie back into what you're saying, what you're asking. A model is not, oh, they look good. Because I done did fashion shows. I done saw some people some people may not look as good as the others, but they know how to model.
Yeah.
It's how you carry yourself. How you
That's
carry
swag.
yourself outside of when you modeling. You a model. It's just like a role model. You know what I mean? So, and if I see you doing something good for yourself, and you like, man, I want to do a shoot. I might say, yo, hit me up. We might can set it up. Now it's gonna be on my time if it's free, but we can set it up, you know, and we'll go from there. But you got some people, you do something free for them for one time, they gonna call you again free.
Yeah, they don't always want free. Like
Yep.
they always want that free.
So you got to set them boundaries and be like, no.
So when you first started doing like gigs and shoots, did you start with a real low price to get jobs?
Yeah, like I
But
said,
did you
my
still
first-
get your best quality though?
I gave the best I knew how to do.
At that time?
Yeah, at that time. You know, one thing about me, I always believe in if you're gonna do it right. You know what I mean, you still may. I don't like the word fail. If it was me, I would take it out the dictionary. Fail is only when you're not trying.
Yeah.
But
You quit.
if you try and then you say, okay, I messed up. Let me try this again. You know, that's not failing. That's just learning.
Learn different, just
you
like
know.
playing Mario. Like you think about it, you ain't beat
He
all the
took it
stages.
back.
Yeah. You ain't always beat all them stages, but
Exactly.
every time you play that stage, you learn how to get a little bit further on that stage.
Yeah.
Like I said, you didn't
Yep.
fail. You just did.
You had to learn, you know. So I always gave the best I knew how to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To
And
this
over
day,
time, you learn.
I look at people all the time and be like,
Oh, my bad.
to this day.
I just want to say that.
But you know,
He
I look
can't
at
hear
people all the time and I be like, man, how they do that? I go to YouTube.
Straight there.
You know what I mean?
YouTube University.
Because one thing people ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna say everybody, but most people ain't gonna tell you.
That way we saw your interview at that you had posted.
Hollow Art.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
or
Them my
whatever.
people's out there. Yeah,
That
shout out
was
to
cool.
Hollow.
Yeah, that was cool as hell. I like that. I love
Yeah.
his set, like the 600 seconds. I love that.
Yeah,
That's innovative.
It go over 600 seconds.
Yeah, it would definitely.
That
But
was
I
okay.
love what he's
But-
trying to do. Like he's trying to, like, you know, I like.
And
that.
it's basically kind of like what y'all started doing on,
Exactly.
because one of the guys, I don't know him apart. Well, I know their names, but I don't know who was who. He rapped, but when the pandemic hit, you know, they couldn't get into venues and stuff. So they was like, okay, let's just do something to help people out, putting their name out there.
Yep.
Now, the dude don't need to get the rap no more because he always doing that. So,
Yeah, that's
what
so
I'm
it took
saying.
over, you know what I mean? But
That's
yeah,
tight,
shout out
that's
to
what I'm
Hollow.
saying.
That's
For
what
real,
we
though.
always say about a podcast. Like, we ain't in competition with no rappers. We trying to get all the rappers or anybody that's doing something on. So everybody gonna really like deal with us.
Man, one thing, being an entrepreneur, man, honestly, is if you can get the world to see it's not a competition, bro, you know how powerful we can be.
Definitely got to work with you because I want to get some nasty shoots out here.
I've been willing to work. Like I like collabing with other,
Yeah.
you know, other photographers, other videographers, man, because we can shoot the same exact person,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
That like just looking at the picture, like you can look at the picture one way, but somebody look completely different at the picture.
Because he got a different. Y'all are twins. Y'all probably thinking like a lot. I don't know. I ain't no twin, but I can guarantee you, if y'all shoot pictures, y'all still gonna shoot differently. 'Cause y'all have different
Exactly,
brains.
definitely
You know what I mean?
looking at shit a totally different way. That's what I'm saying. But that's why we feel like with our twin shots, we trying to really start photography. We feel like we can bring, like, we already got a cameraman and a video man. Or if you want us to, we really want to do video, but you got two different angles, and that's what people don't understand. Like, it's more if you can get two angles of the same event. That's why, like, with this,
Hit
like, different angles. If you don't got.
And that's all. Well, I know in photography, that's all. I can't say videography because I don't even try to get into it. If it wasn't for this, man, I wouldn't get into it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, but I just tell you, it's all about the angle. I went to Spartanburg today and did a senior session.
Okay, I saw
We
that.
did two locations. Well, we did two different outfits, but you gonna think it's two locations when you see the picture. And we was in the same location.
So y'all don't do no video.
Nah, no, we ain't do no video today.
Okay.
No video today. Now we have packages that we do together. You know.
So yeah, tell me, that's Larry. If y'all don't know, that's a part of the Full Effect Designs team. But tell me who are on your team and, like, tell me how a team is important.
So I tried building a full effect team. It didn't work. So what I did was I went out and I found other people that was loyal.
Yeah,
Larry, my man, he loyal, but he have his own name.
suited and booted over there.
Miraculous Group, Media Group. I don't know the exact name. I know he gonna get y'all right if y'all need some video or some photography. I do know that. It ain't about the name, it's about the quality. You know what I mean? Then I got another guy, his name Low Scott. He's from Sumter. He do photography and videography. I got another guy, his name C Star. He do just photography. We have a couple makeup artists. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I know their name, but I don't know how to pronounce it, so I ain't gonna say it, I ain't gonna mess it up.
Yep.
And we done added a posing coach. So even when you come to your pictures or your videos, we got somebody to teach you how to pose. Too.
Hey,
Whole
To answer your
setup.
question,
built a whole team.
yeah, and you ask how important it is. It's very important because, for example, even though they got their own names, I got my own name. If you call me and say, hey man, I need a photographer, I can't do it. But hey, let me call one of my people see can they do it.
Get them some money.
Exactly.
My team,
and
man.
I don't change. I don't say, hey,
Pass
you
the
gotta
ball.
charge what I'm charging.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm gonna contact them for you because I don't just give out people numbers.
Yeah.
But he be like, hey, I'm available. I'm charging such and such. I hit you back up. Hey, I got somebody available. This they price. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you want it.
Exactly.
Because I don't put my name online for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I
I
talk
gotta
to a
see
lot
some
of
work.
photographers.
It's like credit.
Nah, because sometimes they got Afterpay and all that. Nah,
No, I'm talking about your credit. I mean your credit score.
Yeah, I had to mention it. But
Yeah, Afterpay and all that.
Hey, they just
Afterpay
giving
might
people
work.
credit.
Afterpay stock was like, shh.
Hey, bro, cuz I got Afterpay now. You got Afterpay me.
Yeah.
I get my money.
Hey, as long as I get my
That's
money,
between
I
you
know.
and
That's
that.
real.
I got Afterpay
That's what I'm saying.
set
I
up.
was checking your I was checking your website out and all that stuff. Like I say, that's why I say you so professional because you don't went through as like on the business side. You don't went through all those avenues. Like, well, we talk about like this is a duplex or whatever. So like him going back getting a duplex or whatever. It wasn't like you could just like, man, I want a duplex. I'm gonna just buy a duplex. You gotta go have good credit. You gotta go through this bureau to get this to get this signature or whatever. It's like so you getting all through those hurdles. People don't understand like it's so many.
don't just have it overnight.
I know.
Stressful, bro.
It's steps to get to where you at now.
I tell people all the time, man. I was just explaining this on the way back from Spartanburg to a dude, and I was like, man, if you only knew the money that get kicked out, people just look at it. Oh, you your own boss. I don't know if you did the research on this one that I put, but I was talking about being your own boss. If you want to be called a boss, that's because you like a title.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you want to be called an entrepreneur, it's because you want to succeed. So in my mind, like this, if you think being a boss fun, you don't need to be in my circle.
That's your controlling people.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? You just want that title. But I want to succeed. So when I want to give up, I still got to be that same boss. When I'm broke, I got to be that boss. When I got money, I got to be that boss. You know what I mean? When ain't no toilet paper in my bathroom, let's do that. I got to be the boss and go to Dollar General and get it.
Gotta do all of it. With me,
You know?
I just want to control my 24. That's what I want to do. Like, I feel like that's the best part of life where you can control your 24 life.
And that's what I'm trying to get. My goal is to be a millionaire by 35. I'm 31.
Let's go.
You same age we is. When your birthday?
April 18.
Oh, you about 2 months older.
So I need a gift since you asked that. I ain't even asking yours. I ain't getting
June
no gift.
13th.
But
Two
I ain't
gifts.
asking.
We're gonna let you know anyway.
Shout out to the Aries. Shout out to the Aries.
You already know, baby.
So hey, every
You say
shoot
18 and you the 16, so y'all ain't the
Oh,
same.
that's what's up. Oh, yeah.
it's
19 start toy.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But nah, I mean,
Oh, it was a Gemini vibes before last year. Okay.
Dude, cut, boy.
but man, the entrepreneurship, man, it's like if I could go back and do it all over again, honestly, I probably wouldn't do it. Because bro, it done broke me. I done made a lot of sacrifices.
Stressful.
It's a lot of times when, like,
Do people always think you free? Like they always think you got
it's
time?
always on their time. You know what I mean? Like, I miss a lot of family events. I just missed one last month. I had family come down from up north. I hadn't saw them in 2 years. I had a wedding to do. And they had an all-exclusive package. It was $3,200. So I
Hey,
couldn't.
you need some more videographers now. Hey,
Well, that didn't even count video.
oh, they
My
ain't
man
on
wasn't
video?
even there.
Oh, he wasn't in there. You
He
just
wasn't-
pictures,
that was just-
3,500.
But they had that
you doing
includes
a lot of pictures.
engagement, a brighter session. You got me for 8 hours, bro. 8 hours on your feet. It's cool, honestly. I could work on assembly line 8 hours on my feet.
How many pictures in 8
So
hours?
with that, I mean, you may have like 1,000 snaps. You probably get like 300, 350 out that end.
You get them through
But I mean, I give them the raw files too. In a wedding, you get raw files too because
the JPEG and raw. Got you.
well, no, they just get JPEG because most people don't have a computer or something for the raw to look at it. So I have to change it over to JPEG. When I say raw, I mean as in unedited.
Yeah, you just obviously you say
Yeah.
you don't even edit. You say
But I go through, you're going to get everything you need, and then, like, say if he was doing video, I send him something he can put in the video also. Or vice versa. He might be taking pictures while we're doing, So, it's just, with the sacrifices, man, you give up a lot, bro. You give up family time. So when I go on vacation, I try to go on vacation.
because because think about it, your business is the weekends for joyous times for people when they off of work, not when not during the week.
That's your work schedule, but it's something you love to do, so it really don't matter because.
But
that's
also
what I love to
play.
do.
Think about doing an event, which is gonna take time afterwards, but getting paid $3,500 to it. I'm gonna do it for the best of my ability, but this gonna hold your boy down.
But you
for a
got to
second.
understand, too, though. You don't get
Yeah.
$3,500 at one time. So,
Paper
I mean,
plane.
let's just be real. How many people walk around here with $3,500?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so if you book a $3,500 wedding, let's look at it. Most 90% of those clients they book a year in advance. So they probably my initial deposit is $300. Then you got to pay another $250 at your engagement session, another $250 at your bridal session, and the rest due a week before your wedding. 99.9%, like DNA say, pay the rest of it the week for the wedding.
Yeah.
So you got a big gap.
99.9%.
You know what I mean? Like you got a whole gap in between.
Yeah,
you
we
ain't
getting a bit
you know.
money.
So like you may say, "Dad, y'all booked this wedding." Okay, I'm booked. I got roughly $500 out of it right now.
Yeah.
But then you got to make sure you booking shoots in between that. You got to make sure you doing this, and then once again, since I own a studio, I have to make sure that's up and running.
Yeah. So what's like? You own the studio. What's the best ways you think is to get shoots or whatever, get clients to your studio?
What's your marketing plan?
Oh, y'all see, y'all want to ask some hard, nah. Y'all want to ask hard questions, but nah.
We the Breakfast Club. Okay.
So like, I'm Birdman. I'm finna walk out.
You finish it done.
You finish it, it's done.
But
That ain't giving us no camera time.
with the marketing plan, man, it's like you have to see what the people want. You know, but I'm not a fan of following the trend. So if I see everybody wanting, like right now, it's bourgeois. That's what's out there. That's what everybody want to do. Everybody want to shoot like that. That's not my thing. I'm
sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you
but
good?
bourgeois. But give me like the different. In my head, I'm just thinking like, what's the different sectors of like taking photos? Because you saying that's bourgeois. It's one of the lane.
Yeah.
Give me the different like.
So you have your fashion.
Yeah.
Then you have your portrait. You have headshots. Headshots and branding is two different things, people. A headshot. This what you see our whole body, but these be headshots. Branding is if he want to brand this, that's branding.
Bring value.
You know what I mean? So
Bring a lot of.
and people they don't understand it, so they think you're just trying to get rich off on. But
Exactly, but like they don't understand the time it takes.
exactly, like I could do your photo session if you just did a regular photo shoot. It's gonna be cheaper than a headshot session.
Yeah.
The reason being because I focus on everything, so I don't have to go in and do this, do that, and third. But when you do just a headshot, you gotta be magazine ready because it's nothing but your head. That's the only thing there. You know what I mean? So, and I tell people that I always refer to this. We'll pay $10,000 for a funeral, but you don't want to pay for something that everybody gonna see you while you living.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's people like that's a bad scenario. No, it ain't.
It's not really. I'm telling you, once you start having these cameras all just set up and out doing this stuff, you understand how memorable these pictures are. I'm telling you,
But
see
go
other
back
people
to
like,
go
oh my
back to
God.
what you kept saying. A $2,800 lens.
Yeah.
Okay. I
That ain't the camera either.
Exactly. So if you pay, with the camera, the cheapest camera I got was like $1,200, and that's when I first started. So I don't even want to see what they is now. I ain't finna buy that, so I ain't looking. But you know what I mean? Just what you gonna say? Roughly, you paid $4,000 for everything.
Yeah.
That's your best camera, your best lens, not everything else you got. And then your time. So like, say for example, you want to do a shoot, you don't got a studio to do it in. You say you come to me. You say Trell want to rent the studio. Cool. You got to pay for that.
Yep.
Then your time. You know what I mean? Then a headache. Yeah, I mean, because you dealing with somebody else.
Think
You
about
trying to
taking other
capture.
people's-
Yeah, you trying to capture what's in their brain within an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't impossible, but it's hard.
So like, have you ever been in that situation where like people like, I'm just not happy with this?
Yeah.
So how that goes? Like, tell
So
me that.
my goal is this.
My feelings will be hurt.
But you learn. You good?
No, I'm talking to John.
Oh, yeah, you'll learn. So the first time, was my feelings hurt? Yeah. You know what I mean? But my thing was, what is wrong with the picture? So if it's not my quality, I can't help how you smile. So now in
I
my
can't help you
ugly. In my policies, it's on there. You know, no refunds whatsoever.
Yeah.
If it's not from the technology standpoint, my quality, or stuff like that. If your hair is sticking out now, let me get on that to the model. He already know what I'm going with.
Like, you gotta tell him, right?
Hey, it's not the photographer's responsibility to let you know a tag sticking out. You ashy. Some of your hair not right. Your lash falling. It's not our responsibility. Now, granted, in good faith,
If you do see it.
tell them because it's your work that's gonna be put out there. So if I see it, I do tell you. But if I don't work on Saturday mornings, I go to the studio about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Since I don't leave 9, 10 o'clock at night. So if you the last shoot, I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to look
I'm
through that
sleepy.
little hole, take them pictures. Honestly, I ain't really talking too much. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
just let me
It
take
ain't
that
that I don't like you. It ain't that I ain't cool with you. I'm just tight.
Yeah.
So if you got a screen and hair pulling out, sticking out, if I can remove it, I will. You know what I mean? But if I can't, it's gonna make everything else a little awkward. I'm
Hey.
stuck with it.
And being that y'all about to get into photography too, when you explain it to your customers, there's a difference between editing and retouching.
Exactly.
So when you go in and edit, like when you take pictures and you tell them, all right, I'm gonna give you back 25 edited photos. That's you cropping, making sure that the light ain't too bright, that type of thing. But then you're gonna get those customers, like you said, who are not happy.
Yeah.
They see the scratches on their leg or the stretch marks or the mosquito bites or whatever, or they want you to make their waist thinner. That's a retouch. But that's a whole nother charge.
Yeah,
actually,
actually,
he-
more money.
Actually, he went
More
into
money.
two.
That's
he
like
went into two
Photoshop, ain't it?
Yeah, I was about to say he went into two different charges. Cause retouching, like he was saying, getting rid of like the
Making them
mark.
skinny,
But
though,
skinny,
like,
fuck
I can't
that,
make
that's
you
a whole
skinny.
other charge. You can. You can.
Yeah,
You know what
Photoshop.
I mean? But think about
Wow.
it. So my thing is this: if I gotta open up a whole nother program, you gonna pay.
Yeah.
And like right now, I'm looking raggedy. But if he was, if one of y'all take a picture of me and send it to me, I can have my beard lined up like y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's a retouch. But you ain't gonna get in a regular picture.
Yeah, because that take more time,
A
which is
lot more
more
time,
money.
you know what I mean?
You know, because people, time is money. Like people begin like, think about it. You can go to a job or whatever, and like you want your $200, they pay you $200. Say you paying $200, but how about they gave you a pair of Jordans? Because that's what you gonna spend that $200 on anyway. You know.
So I got a question for y'all though. I got a question for Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Definitely.
You
Alright.
definitely want to answer the question.
And I give y'all my opinion on the ones y'all answer. So, what y'all think it is? Why everybody around here in this area think everything is a competition?
Crabs in the barrel. Nobody ain't never had none. They don't even know how to aspire to be more.
Yeah.
So
instead
like,
of-
we don't want you to have it because I ain't got it.
Okay.
Cause how I'm gonna feel that like so that means if you got it, that means you better than me, and that ego. It's not about ego in my opinion. People have so much ego that cause I want you to win, cause like we can all win. Like I say, our vision is to win all together and stuff. That's why everybody that come on this pod, we want to win. That's why we got them on the pod. But that's my opinion. I think it's a lot of ego, and like people want to be the person that pop.
They want to be the first one. I want to be the first person to make it big out of this time. I want to be the first person
So
to
what you feel?
get on TV.
Pretty much what y'all said. You know what I mean? I just like, bruh.
You feel like a lot of people down talk you behind the scenes?
Oh, I already know that. We just had this conversation on the way over here. You know what I mean?
Like, hit picture, son. Hit picture ain't that good.
Yeah, they ain't doing that. Like,
People
You know what I
ain't
mean?
I can do way better.
But I just tell people like this, you know, that's exactly what y'all said. But my answer to now, since y'all to pretty much answer is how we can get out of it is we just help one another.
Exactly. Just
No,
networking. That's
I
why
feel
I
like
got the podcast.
Right now, if you see something wrong with my pictures that I'm doing, hey, tell me. I ain't mad. Because now, granted, with taking pictures, it may be the way I want it to look. So I just be like, hey, that's the way it's supposed to look. But I appreciate your opinion because I'm going to try it your way too just to see it. So your way might still look better.
Exactly.
You know,
But sometimes people's opinion don't really mean nothing to you because
gotta
like
see
you have
who
put
it is.
so much work in that like you don't even do this. Like if somebody came with their opinion on this podcast, like you ain't never even talked into a mic before, but you trying to tell me about a podcast.
Well, that too, but I still take it into consideration because it's just like the old people just say you can learn something from a child.
But like say okay, you can say you can learn something from anybody, but if you 31, but somebody else 50, but you been out there, you got to use the bathroom. You go outside, you good. But say if you like say somebody 50, you 31 right now, or whatever. If they if you do on camera, they ain't never even done it before, whatever. They trying to tell you that your pictures don't look good.
Yeah, but
Like, you
that
can't
goes
tell
back
me
to when
nothing.
he said, nah, see, but that's when the professionalism come in. And you say, yeah, I value your opinion, I appreciate it. You know, you trying to tell me.
Stop looking at me, boy.
Sure. I had it on the color. I finna tell John hit 3.
Hey, you tell. Oh, I ain't got COVID, y'all. Hey, just a little call.
He said he fully vaxxed over here.
Yeah, I'm fully back. You
Salute.
Have you been? You want to talk about it?
You already know that. Salute.
Hey, my opinion on that, I don't even take the flu shot. So that answers your question.
Hey, I ain't only reason
Straight like that.
my girl, she worked for the government or whatever, so she had to get it. So I'm like, I'm gonna take one for the
I mean,
government.
I don't knock nobody. I know we get all time. I don't knock nobody getting it. It just ain't for me. I look at it like this. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that part on podcast, but I look at it like it ain't for me. I'm gonna cut that part off, but yeah, it ain't for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After a little bit more research, I think give me some facts about it.
So when you got a lady friend, so when
I'm
you
married, so-
you married, you got kids.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that in a second. But when you and your lady friend and your kid, well, just say you and your lady friend want to go take a trip.
His wife.
His wife, my your wife. When your wife,
Can we go overseas and if I ain't vaccinated?
Yeah.
We just can't go. But guess what?
But how about she like?
I just went
how
to
about she
Cancun,
like,
so I got my one overseas
We love
trip this
America,
year.
baby.
But
hubby, I want to go to Bora Bora
Okay.
for our 10th anniversary.
you know what I'm telling them? Say, look here. I don't work hard. I'm gonna send you on a girls trip. I'm gonna send you and your girls to boy.
Wifey back,
Huh?
cause she can't go either. She back.
I don't know if she's vaccinated or not. But hey, no, honestly, I don't know. But it's just with me, man. Like it's too many holes in it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was finna
I
say.
thought you said too many
Holy
holes.
bitch, too many
Cut
holes.
this whole part of mine. But nah, it's too many holes in. Like man, like I know that you can die from anything. And that's understandable, you know. But one day you say, hey, get vaccinated, you're gonna be okay. Next minute you still can catch it. Of course, I wasn't oblivious to that. But then they had out if you vaccinated, you have a bigger chance of carrying it than an unvaccinated person. So
He's like, what
I got a
is
slimmer
it?
chance of carrying it. So you know what I mean? I'm good.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so
Like, what really is
Yeah,
it?
you
What's
know
gonna
what I
happen? So Colin Powell was fully vaccinated. They said he died from COVID.
yeah. Then now they trying to say it was some kind of cancer that he had, but that's because they don't want people that's vaccinated. Then on top of it, you told me to get one shot, then two shots. Now I need a booster shot. You know what?
What
I'm
next?
good.
I ain't gonna take no shots.
Yeah, exactly. If the Lord ready for me, I'm coming.
Pray on
But
my
tell me
child.
this, since you talking about fam or whatever, like how many kids do you have?
About 100. Now I'm playing. Hey, look.
Pull out game on week.
Whoa, yeah. Well, we got 3 over there. We got 1 right here.
Y'all heard the shooting noise. Be shooting the club. Now I'm
Shoot
playing.
the club up.
But I was just asking, like, how is it having kids?
As in working or just having kids?
Just seeing them grow because like
It's a great thing.
Yeah, it's like it's so cool to me to see kids like grow from.
It's a great thing, man. It's scary now though because the generation that we live in, bro, like kids killing kids. You know, back in the day, honestly, y'all from Batesbury, I'm from Rich Spring. You know, went to school, so we just saw the fights happen. But having them guys now, you actually see still beef with each other. None. Because they fought. This the stupidest thing I still never got. They'll see each other before the game, dap each other up, go to the game, fight, then we all go to the same party.
Yeah.
like you know what I mean?
Friday.
Like, but now, bro, they don't even fight. It's straight pulling the gun out.
Yeah.
They skip knives. They go straight.
They
to
just
gun.
want to shoot.
They
Yeah, you know
wanna
what I mean?
shoot. They don't
So
wanna
it's
fight.
They ain't
scary.
fighting, nigga. I burning, nigga.
Hey, if a kid tell me
I
he'll
smoke.
shoot me, you know what I'm gonna do? I hate to say it. I'm gonna shoot him first.
I believe
mean,
him.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's either killed or be killed.
Yeah.
So it's scary having
I'm
kids,
shooting
man.
first.
You know
Then
what I
the
mean?
photography, going back to photography, one thing.
I'ma shoot 'em.
How it is being out there in the field with all this equipment that's worth so much money.
Bro, my life worth more than that. Somebody get to shoot, I'm leaving that equipment.
You know what I'm saying? How so I can't like give me your equipment.
Nobody really want to just steal cameras though.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Some people do that.
It depends
valuable.
because 9 times out of 10, you better pull out before I do. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's got it ready.
I got a CWP.
We can load up and ride out.
Hey, you know what I mean? And I keep it in a spot you probably ain't even thinking about. So,
Ready and willing.
He keep it in his camera box.
You listen to
y'all.
Les
He
Brown also?
huh?
Les Brown? Motivational speaker?
Sometimes.
See, I love Les Brown the most.
But see, I'm the type of
Every
person, if
time
I
see
just sit there and listen to stuff, I fall asleep. So, like, if I ain't watching it, like, I can't. When y'all send me this, I'm glad I got a visual to
Yeah,
it.
you
It's
going
on YouTube. You gotta
gonna be-
follow
just
YouTube.
like-
No, I am. I'm not saying I'm glad I got a visual because we just listen. I won't even listen to myself. You know what
See,
I mean?
you say, do you listen to podcasts?
If it got a visual.
So like, okay, so like that was saying. All I had, see, we've been listening to podcasts since 2013. So we started in 2020. So what I'm saying is like we've been on podcast so long. That's why we probably a little ahead of other people with podcasts.
Yeah, so y'all know what to do and what to say, how to say it.
We've been
stuff
listening
like
to podcasts so long. So like we don't listen to no music. So like it just
I listen to music, but
I don't really listen to a lot of music.
I don't
I
listen
see
to
you
the
listen to
music either.
jazz.
Yeah, I love my jazz.
I love that too. I love the saxophone. I love the piano. I love the
But
guitar.
there's so much more.
Tiny
like,
desk.
listen to you some Boney James. It sounds
Some
gay.
Boney James?
It sounds gay, but just listen to
Yeah,
it.
Boney
yeah,
James.
Yeah,
like,
Boney James. It's spelled
moist.
like B-O-O.
That sounds like something that Jeremy be listening to.
He said no.
I
boy-
heard that name before though.
You look sleepy over there.
The wine was, hey, it's Roscato. I'm over here gelling, man. The wine.
Yeah, like I said, we got Jeremy in the back, but that was saying going back to team or whatever, because like you was talking about your team, and like Jeremy, Devin, Mallet, Bigboy, me,
Yeah.
we're a team, and like we know like when none of us we can't go to where we going if we all don't come together and make this thing work. Cause think like we do this every Sunday, we do it for free. Like everybody, like we just come to do it. So like that's the value it brings to us. But like that's why we're trying to bring the value to the people.
But it's gonna come though, bro. I promise you. I kid you not. I tell people all the time. If you're doing it for free, you love it, and you consistent with it, your time gonna come where you gonna be getting paid. You know what I mean? And for example, y'all got the YouTube channel. Once you get so many views, you gonna start getting paid. Even if you're making $1, you still making
Getting
progress.
paid. That's
know?
why we know. Like I said, we did this for you. Just found out about it when we hit you up about it. But what happens is like, before last year we did it for a whole year, and we really just talked about topic. We really didn't have that many guests on because we was figuring all this out or whatever.
Yeah.
But now we know how to grow something. Is you gotta have network. You gotta have people on, and then like I say, there are people. Some people gonna see because we gonna send you some clips, and you gotta post them on your Facebook and stuff.
I got you, bro.
But they gonna see that. They gonna want to come and see like what is Trell talking about on this podcast with the twins because people don't saw us before or whatever. So like that's why we wish we had.
Nobody know it now.
People really don't really know us, but like they done saw us before. Like being twins or whatever, you get like noticed or whatever. Because like I said, I don't saw you so many times around.
But see, that's how you network. That's just like I ain't trying to shift it from photography, but as you see my shirt, I wore this shirt.
Yeah, you gotta talk about your own magazine.
I wore it for a reason because y'all got me for photography, but the shirt represents something else, and it's not nobody else's brand. It's my brand. So the magazine, that's the thing of it. It's basically what y'all put in the podcast. I put it in words on the paper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's
tell,
all motivational.
motivate. So tell me how you even get to starting the magazine because I don't even know how to do it.
I'm still learning. I can tell you what I know, but I'm still learning. No, I don't want to go
But y'all-
too in detail. I don't want to tell you nothing wrong.
Just motivation, like so, like
So
you don't have
I always
arguments
wanted
about
to
people.
do it. Rich Spring, we didn't never have a newspaper.
Yeah.
And then when they went to the state championship, I did the pictures and stuff, but I ain't had nowhere to send them to.
You got a stop sign? I mean, a red light.
I mean, it's
What they call that state championship?
You right.
L.
I mean,
But go back.
Every time they go to the state championship, catch it. L.
it don't matter. We still been, we been since they have. And we probably go back before they do.
That shit get done like L.
But now I want to do a newspaper, man. So I took the idea to the town.
Yeah.
Went to the town hall meeting, put on my 3-piece suit, had me a fresh shape
You
up.
show
I had
up,
a
show
fresh
face.
cut.
He had a
You know what
fresh
I mean?
cut, five.
Fresh cut. Oh, don't worry.
Just-
It's coming, bro. I forgot. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot that y'all was gonna be videoing this. That's the only reason I ain't have one today. But
I could've got you right. I told you.
You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready.
that man said he could
You
get me
stay
right.
ready all the time.
Hey,
Okay.
but look, hey,
You
look,
should have
though.
put Larry on camera,
Hey,
man.
this man said he can get me right after he told me he's scared.
I said he had a cow leg, so I was like, I don't
No
know.
confidence.
Cow leg.
That's actually a part though. It is my hat. You talking about the front?
He probably got some waves under there, but it's
Nah, there ain't no ways up there, bro. I don't
Yeah, I
worry
know,
about
I
that
know.
stuff. Hey,
The
I
magazine
tell him I'm
will
a
the
businessman.
story.
I ain't worried about that fashion.
the stories.
I take
though.
pictures of
What
fashion.
kind
I don't worry
stories you
about
want to tell? 'Cause like,
So-
I love telling. I love.
So with the
listening to
magazine is this. I don't run it no more. I started back in April. That'd be the anniversary date in April. And it was going to be a monthly magazine. And I'm going to get into what you asked. And we went quarterly.
Yeah.
So the team I had, nobody wasn't really doing their part, including me. So then I revamped the team. 90% of them still there. So it ain't like we changed too many people.
Yeah.
But I gave somebody else the authority to run it. His name on Facebook and social media is C-Star Legacy. He also part of the team with photography. And he runs the magazine now. So I just do like all the legalities and stuff like that, the financials and stuff. But what we look for is anything motivational. Yeah. Anything. It don't matter what color you are, what race you are, whether it's race, sex, religious beliefs, none of that. As long as motivational. So like, for example, say a man homeless, but he done finally made it to the shelter. That's a motivational story because there's another homeless man back there somewhere that don't know how to get to a shelter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And people may look at, oh, he ain't got no story. Yeah, he do. First of all, he got a story better than us because we live up on the roof every day. So we can't survive out there. You know what I mean?
For real.
So
He cold.
exactly. So
Not
I tell
laughing,
people,
but-
anything motivational. I don't get into politics.
Yeah.
Eventually, as it grow, you will have no choice. Eventually, y'all will have no choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
So-
Margo over here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey,
So
to each his own.
you'll tell the story of the cameraman that wear tights and he happy to wear tights.
Hey, no.
You'll
'cause
tell the story.
my thing
You
is
wear
this.
tights over there?
You know, he said he like to wear tights behind the scenes.
That's that man. That's a
What the fuck?
Hey, that's a
know
grown.
that. He got
that's a
tights
grown
on
man. But I ain't gonna tell that story now. He got a story to tell. We done interviewed him with his tights on.
But we ain't telling that story. Like, he can have his own magazine for that story.
But like I said, I think that's so cool because like I said, I love people's stories need to get told, and we got a documentary in mind. I don't know if we want to say it too much on the pod. Somebody might take our idea.
Hey, I tell people if you ain't got a patent, bro, don't tell it.
Yeah, but
Not-
anyway, we
not
got
on
an
air.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got an idea. It's like about a documentary, and we feel like it'll take our hometown by storm. It'll create so much conversation. That's what you're really trying to do when you create people's stories. You're trying to start a conversation. Like, that's what they're trying to do. We said Black Lives Matters, but I don't really believe that either. But I do believe that Black lives do matter, and like they're trying to start that conversation.
But it's not, well, I thought you were finna elaborate on that already.
Go ahead.
I've
you
been
elaborate on
wanting
it.
that conversation.
Let's talk about it. Like I'm so like I listen to people like Tariq Nasheed and stuff.
I was gonna touch on something when y'all was talking about team before y'all got too far. Like y'all doing it the right way.
They
You know
jailed
what I'm
together
saying?
too.
Y'all doing it the right
We do
way.
it so
And y'all got y'all team going. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a team, you only as strong as the weakest person on your team.
Yeah.
And once you realize that everybody in that circle is gonna make sure everybody good.
Yeah.
So everybody is always constantly making sure the other person good, holding each other accountable.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like with the team, we all important. Like I say,
Jeremy just as important as this.
Nobody
'Cause
see Jeremy.
everything Jeremy do is everything somebody else see on YouTube. Like he is the YouTube. Like whatever he
Like,
put
if,
out.
if he hit the boy right now, that's what people gonna see.
Actually, the behind the scenes guy is the most important than anything.
Yeah.
If you rapping, the engineer,
Yeah,
he
most
can
important.
he can make you sound stupid. He can make you sound better.
Yep.
You know.
Now, I always-
You want to be in control of your 24. That's what entrepreneurship is. Not like people who get up and go to a 9 to 5. You actually a slave to the dollar.
Yeah.
But as an entrepreneur, you control that. Like
Yeah.
you control when you want to go to work, when you want to take a vacation, how much money you want to make a day.
Exactly.
And even though y'all doing this for free right now, the knowledge that y'all gaining from each individual that y'all have on y'all podcast is way more beneficial than any dollar.
What?
Any dollar.
That's what I'm saying.
For like prime example,
So real. That's so
we was
real.
talking about the Roku TV
She got the
channel.
mic, man. I tell you.
We were talking about the TV channel, and so look at it like this: y'all on YouTube now, right? So once everything is clear, we done got all our stuff in the row. I can go into it, but just think about it, you be like, oh, we graduated from YouTube. Well, not even graduated, because y'all still put it on YouTube,
Yeah.
but you also can put your episode on there.
Yeah, Roku channel.
Hey, remember you said
Download our Roku channel.
exactly. You saying, hey, I ain't getting paid, but guess what? All them people that done been on your YouTube channel, they gonna pay that subscription to see your channel on Roku.
Yeah.
Now you getting paid. It never said how you gonna get
I was
paid.
saying, you ever heard of Patreon?
Nah, I never heard of it.
It's like it's what I'm talking about. We watch a podcast called The Flagrant 2 or whatever. It's like with Andrew Schultz, he's a white comedian. But anyway, like we was one of 200 first subscribers. Like I think it's like $5 a month. But they probably can make $100,000 a month. Just like put on an extra episode on their podcast. They put one free out and they charge for one extra. But some people paying $25 a month just to subscribe to the podcast and get all the perks of subscribing to it. But think about it, they make $100,000. That's $1.2 million a year just off of Patreon. That's not saying like the ads they sell every week. Like all the views they get on their regular
Because
YouTube.
man, we in a black culture, and I'm gonna say it that way here. I don't care who don't like
Digital.
it. You know what I mean? It ain't even so much of that. We so worried about, as you stated earlier, you don't want nobody to get ahead. You know? So nah, man, bro, it could be. I don't know if this to happen to y'all or not, but it can be your best friends that won't even subscribe for $1.
For $1.
You know
Won't
what I
even,
mean?
won't even share your post
Exactly.
for free.
Won't even like it.
I know.
You know what I mean? So, and I tell people that I done lost friends, bro. Some real friends. I just met this guy this year, but y'all didn't know that till I just said it.
Hey,
You know what I mean? How we work together. But it be the people that you least suspect that come in and be like, I'm gonna put in this work, and you gonna put in your work. You know what I mean? So
they only see you for the person they met that day, and not the person that you was the prior year.
Exactly. You know, and the reason I done lost friends because they Trell think he did. No, I just don't go to clubs no more. I done work hard, bro, for what I got. I ain't even where I want to be. You know what I mean?
Nowhere close.
But I can't be worrying about did he get in the club with a gun? Did he get in the club with a gun?
Boy,
you know what I mean? Because they may be beefing with my man over here, but that bullet don't know they beefing with
don't know
him.
it at all.
You know what I mean?
We went to a party in Greenville like earlier this year. That was my first time going to a club since 2017. Like I just be in 2019. We this was December 31st, 2019. Cause that whole year like we worked or whatever. I was working at Mission, so I made good money working at Mission. But like we was like we played the game. All we did was play on the internet, like play soccer against each other, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption. And December 31st, we were like, man, 2020, we can't do that. Cause like we about to be 30. So we sat here December 31st night, like we ain't going out. We gonna sit here and figure out how we gonna start this podcast. And like 5 days later, we dropped our first episode of the podcast.
That's where your mind shifted at. You know what I mean? And I tell people another reason I don't do all that because why go out? If I go out, I'm gonna have fun. That's just me. I'm gonna spend what I want to spend.
You gonna do your little 2-step.
Oh yeah, next weekend North Carolina, I'm gonna be out there. Slide back in the corner, but nah. I mean, if I go out, I want to have fun. But if I go out right now and I spend $150, I could have been buying this for the studio, or I could have been marketing. I could have been, you know what I mean, buying this for the magazine. Just different things, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, go back. You was talking about that lens. Okay, if I go spend that $150, they just put me back another week. Maybe. I mean, maybe a day. It just, but long story short, it put me back.
Put you back.
Well, I could have just been like, I could have went ahead and bought that. You know,
exactly.
And made money off of that. Versus I'm making these people rich. I can go, what I paid for probably 3 shots, I can go buy a bottle.
Big bottle. And chill at the crib and be safe.
Exactly.
And be comfortable.
And have fun.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what like we want this to be a comfortable environment. Like we want people to come in here, walk in here, and be like, man, I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. I don't feel all
so that's how it is at the studio. I got the TVs. I give you complimentary water. You got to buy the sodas. But I give you sodas and water. You know what I mean? You listen to whatever music you want to listen to. You know, just be you.
Exactly. You said the studio around here?
Yeah, right here on Charleston Highway.
Okay.
Right by the Piggy Port, the old Kmart.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right there.
You know, right. I live in Charleston now, so I don't really know this area.
I
used to be working around that area.
I live in West Ashley area.
West Ashley, all right.
Well, it's some money in Charleston.
Matter of fact, I was supposed to be in North Charleston Friday, but I forgot. It was an award show going on, and lady that write from a magazine.
Yeah.
Hope she ain't watching this, 'cause I did say I forgot.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why we want to get connected, because like it would be so nice. Because like getting number, I want people that I love that people that I don't know about the podcast, but I want more people to know about it. I feel like I want to have so many people on this platform that can really elevate what we got going on. Cause like we want to just
that's just like whether a person watches it or not, I guarantee you
they see it.
Well, not only that, that's how it be. Oh, I'm gonna shot with Trell now because he got an interview. Man, y'all could be a baby giving me an interview. They just see the interview. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's gonna make them tap in, and vice versa. You know, it may be like they may see, the twins on pod. Let me see who they got on there this week.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They don't know me from a can of paint.
Exactly.
Don't care to know me. You know what I mean?
But
they also
can taking pictures.
Exactly. It can revenue business for both ways.
Exactly. I want to go about this. I just want because I want people to know how important it is to take photos. Like. I never really had a camera my whole life until we started doing this podcast or whatever. So it's like, why didn't I not have a camera like just taking photos of my life? Because like that's something you don't never get back your life. Like I said, I look at these photos
memories
of this Giselle. I be taking pictures of Key and that my girl daughter or whatever. Like seeing her at this age, like she gonna watch these pictures 20 years from now. Like, oh my God, look at me. It's not a lot of pictures out here I can go find of myself 20 years ago.
She got their whole life now though, cause cell phone, they got pictures from the time they was born.
It still ain't professional.
They ain't professional.
Apple,
Yeah,
you ain't messing with us, Apple.
you ain't messing with the edit.
You there, but you ain't messing.
The edit.
Hey, until we put it on the computer, then you ain't there no more.
That
But
Sony
nah.
look good on that TV screen.
I mean,
right
it
there.
does, but it might be the TV though.
High sense right there. The video look better, man.
Hey,
Larry, you gonna jump on before we get
That was
out?
in my studio.
High
High
sense.
sense, man.
Hey,
We ain't gonna talk about
no,
that.
before you got here, Brad was talking junk about the high sense. He was like, the high sense cheap camera. He was like, refresh rate low. The what is it? Contrast low. I was
So
like,
he a
hey,
tech
shut up.
savvy
Yeah,
guy. That what that
he
is.
working at Walmart Electronics. That's how you know about that, man. You feel me?
They done brainwashed him.
Yeah, in the brain like the old saying, wanting people.
Yeah, stay
Why?
on Trell. Stay on
I got a question for you though, man. On like, what's y'all goal with the podcast? You probably answered it, but I'm gonna try to get a direct answer out of you. What's y'all goal with the podcast in the next year?
Like, we just want to have as many guests on as we can. You go to one, that's right. Have as many guests on as we can to like just keep building the numbers so more people listen, because we want to network with more people. That's the easiest way for us to meet new people. Bring them on the podcast and have a conversation with them. Because think about it with you right now. Like, we ain't never really had a deep conversation like this, but like we got a personal conversation together now. So we gonna always deal with each other forever now, because we done had this type of conversation. How many times have you had a conversation for an hour with somebody? Just really like personal conversation. Not too many times that you just like really having a conversation. You feel me? So like when you have a conversation on the podcast, it's like a deeper like relationship. Cause like it's like you roll in the car together. You know, like if you go out of town with somebody and like you're in the same hotel room with them, you meet them on a different level than like if you in your hometown and you're around everybody. Like people I went to school with at Batesburg or whatever. When I went to Coastal with them, we got way closer at Coastal than we was at Batesburg. Why? We was all we had.
Yep. So that go to another question. I know this y'all podcast. But
No, I love asking questions because we never get questions asked us. You feel me? We always ask questions.
But I like asking other entrepreneurs questions because honestly, it helped me be better. Because you may answer it, and I may be like, I never thought that way. I didn't try that way. So that's why I like asking questions.
I don't even know
So-
the mic. You can't hook it up. It ain't even turned on. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
mean,
even know
you
yet.
can slide.
You can just slide it right there.
We ain't on no
You can't hook up.
You
It
can bring your
ain't
chair
on.
over, bro. Oh lordy! I moved my water out of the way.
What you was doing?
But anyway, I heard your question or whatever. And like you talking about what we trying to do with the podcast or whatever. I always like to say,
They go Larry right there. He been on the side, y'all. There you go, man.
See, he the only one here in a church suit.
hey, hit 3 and see if you get both of them. You gonna have to move them.
There you go. There we go right there, man. No, he good right there.
But I'm saying just so it can line up. Equal.
Okay.
Line up equal.
Oh, we right there.
But yeah, anyway, because like podcast, I want to talk to the most interesting people in the state of South Carolina or whatever, and like just build and vibe with them and learn. Like I say, we learning from two people that we don't have normal conversations with or whatever. You hear me good? Yeah, we don't have normal conversations with or whatever. So like now I learned so much more, and like I can get y'all numbers after this, and we can just have conversations just more about learning, more about doing this, and that's what I'm trying to do with the pod.
Oh yeah.
But let's ask Larry some questions about videoing, man. Yeah, since he on camera or whatever. But like, so tell me about like where you started videoing that. Like, what made you want to start videoing?
I actually.
Turn it to the mic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually was sitting there at work. I used to work for Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
I did 7 years at Wells Fargo.
Okay, so what?
Bank teller?
So you
No,
just
I was in the call center.
Okay.
So I was behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did 7 years at Wells Fargo. I was sitting on my lunch break, and I was tired of getting up 7 o'clock in the morning, making somebody else rich, making somebody else successful, living their dream. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting on my lunch. I was on the phone with my homegirl. She was like, "Well, I'm about to get married. I know you like taking pictures. I'm not gonna ask anybody else to do my wedding.
yeah.
I want you to do my wedding." And I'm like, I don't even own my own camera. How I'm gonna do your wedding? But she was like, I'm not taking no for an answer. So she booked me for her wedding. She bought my first camera. The first videography job I had was a wedding.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
How much you got paid?
Nothing. I didn't get paid anything, but she bought the camera.
Oh, okay.
You got paid a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Got paid a
Yeah,
lot.
I didn't get paid nothing for the job.
Yeah.
But the life I'm living now is
Starting,
because she had faith
Yeah, she
in
put
me.
that seed
Yeah,
into
she
you.
Yeah.
Grew that watermelon seed, man. Just keep
exactly.
growing and growing.
Mustard seed.
Yeah, mustard seed. Okay.
But yeah, man,
Very tap the screen.
that's what it was, man. That's what it was. So that was my first job as far as videography. But it led to other jobs.
That's the word,
so
man.
now I do a lot of community events, nonprofit events.
So how
like
you find out about these? How they like? Cause that's why we want to like quote unquote specialize in like doing events for people. So like, say if you having a conference or something, like it'd be cool for us to videotape because we kind of understand the audio too, and so like we got audio and we got visual, so we can all tie that in together.
I'm gonna let him because he got the marketing style on lock. But that was gonna be one of my questions I was gonna ask y'all. Would y'all like be willing to sometimes go mobile? You may not have the whole setup.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna have the cameras and stuff. But you bring like, I guess you'll get portable mics on.
We always say this podcast is mobile. Right?
Okay. We take all this.
Okay, see, I didn't know. So
this podcast is definitely mobile.
Because, like, I know for a fashion show, a big one I do in Charlotte. I'm me and the dude that hosts the fashion show. I got his that's my personal phone. That's my business phone. He got that number. He ain't got that number. I'm the only photographer, and he gonna be the only videographer. You know what I mean? But we just ain't had none yet. So coming up, but. That's why I asked because he had like red carpet. So y'all can interview like red
we
carpet,
definitely can easily do
Boy,
that.
that'd be fire for us. That's why we always say.
Everybody would love to talk to us because we twins,
Hey, but
It's just real, like we know how to use our advantages of people.
to answer your question, as far as how do you get in that circle of people, this is how it starts. Networking. So just how like you asked that question, he was able to provide an answer. So now on that next event, he know, hey, I'm gonna hit them up. Now y'all can come. But that's how it starts. It's word of mouth. If you don't ask, you'll never
know. That's why I say like
Yeah.
he said he want to teach. I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know everything I want to know because if I don't know it, I need to know it.
I need to know.
And the best thing, man, really with that teaching, I can talk to you all day, bro. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna learn. I don't know.
Yeah.
But photography is hands on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And he could probably tell you the same thing with videography. I ain't for sure yet, but like I know people that came to me, they didn't went to school for photography.
Yeah.
And they be like, they be looking lost. It's like being a police. You go to school for criminal justice. I went to school for criminal justice, so I know what they teach.
So you want to be one of them badge holders.
Actually, I want to be a lawyer.
You want to be a race soldier.
He'd be a race soldier.
But that's what paid the bills.
Hey, what paid the bills?
But hey, I mean, when I went there, I could probably recite a law book to you like no other.
Yeah.
But working in the field is different. And
most
it's the same
definitely.
thing with photography. They can teach you set up your light this, like life touch. They teach you set up your lights 10 and 2.
Yeah. The best teacher is doing.
But and
You gotta
that
do
10 and 2 is that's why you see some of them kids and they be like.
Talking about 10 and 2 as you driving? 10 and 2 side.
But that's basically what 10 and 2 mean. So your lights be kind of like from each other, but in a certain angle. But they have all that stuff marked.
Okay.
A lot of people that work for like Light Touch and all them people, they regular people.
Yeah.
They go take them in. They had the marks on the stands. They had the settings on the camera. But a white person ain't the same color as me and you.
No.
So that's where we, and I'm putting y'all in there too, come in at because when we take your picture, we gonna get you the right lighting.
Yeah.
That's where the field training come in.
Yeah.
So the book say this, but that man complexion don't say this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I was seeing a article about like the Teslas and stuff about to start like it's something about they about to be driving. They might be hitting black people because they don't know their skin complexion because they're not learning. It's like some kind of robot.
You know the AI system.
Yeah, AI.
You
Yeah.
gotta learn like
I believe that.
complexion. You see a lot of white people in the dashboard or whatever. Like I get from the computer screen. You don't see a lot of black people,
That's
so it's
what
gonna be
they
just.
program.
That's why it be running into like a lot of ambulances because like it mess up the color screen or whatever. So like they know it's gonna be hitting black people.
First of all, I don't want to be nothing that's driving me and I ain't got control of it.
You can have control of it, but I would love a Tesla though. I ain't even lie.
I wouldn't though, man. I would.
But what else y'all want to talk about, man? This has been such a fire episode, man. Cause we was talking about this before you came on. Cause like this is gonna be a podcast about us just trying to learn or whatever. Because like Mally and like Devin, like they ain't here, so like we just gonna. People say we agree on too many stuff, so we just
Well,
we just
you
gonna
said
try
you had
to
asked me
learn.
something about my pops. You ain't never asked
Oh
me.
yeah, cause like you was talking about your pops, like how he made you like if you wanted something, you had to work for it or whatever. And like that, cause like this week, we had a situation with our little brother or whatever. He needs some money, like anybody needs something, so that's fine or whatever. But like we thought about it, like not we just.
You said it's fine.
No, no, no.
I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that.
No. But hey, because he got a little
But I
work,
got
he can get it. But so what? But we thought about it back in like we just not gonna give you this money. You need you need to come over here and cut the grass one day for this money. Like we can't just give you free money because life ain't free.
I agree.
Like you do not just get stuff for free.
Yeah, so like I mean, my daddy, like he worked with him. He know.
Yeah.
Trust me, how he treat you at work, how he treated me at home. It was no different. It probably was worse at home. You know what I mean?
Hit it on TV on the remote so it don't go off. But yeah, I worked with him in produce, and yeah, he was there every morning. I used to come in at 5 in the morning. He come in at 7.
Probably.
No, he came in at 7 because you know Belgium came in at 7 or whatever. I've been a tired boy. I probably go to sleep all night. Boy, like, man, another day produce.
But see, that's how he always be like that.
About 10 years ago.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I did not like it growing up, but it made me a man out on a day. So I always now, bro, I work for what I want.
I always said, I always think, that's what's question I was about to ask you, like, what you think, how that shaped you? Because that's a good mindset.
Now it made me first of all appreciate $1. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? 2, it made me work, and 3, it's making me instill that in my kids. I'm not gonna just give you. I'm gonna give you your needs. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you a place to stay. I'm gonna give you clothes on your back. I'm gonna give you water and lights. I'm not gonna give you them $200 Jordans though.
Yeah, that's the truth though. You gotta understand what the value of those Jordans.
And like I also tell them too is this. Don't look at I need Jordans because the next man got Jordans. Because you look at Bill Gates. I can show you a picture right now in my phone. It's a guy staying in Columbia. He invented the ingredients to go in Crest toothpaste. Whoa. I just know I was in the bar with him. He just kept buying drinks. I was like, man, this dude here buying drink. Look like a homeless dude. Until he told me to Google him.
Wait, so like how you talk to him? You just was talking to him?
We sit at the bar. Like I said, see.
No, it just came. I ain't got to.
I'm the type of person, I don't really do clubs, so I go to bars. But I try to go to bars where people are richer than me. I ain't rich, so that ain't hard to do. I can go to bar with y'all richer than me. Yeah. So
no, you got way more money than me.
See how
you got more money than me.
You got a $3,500 job. Not me.
Not me.
But and we were just talking. He kept buying drinks.
Yeah.
I was sitting there getting drunk, and he told me to Google him, and they said it's the same person.
That's wild. So that's probably the richest person you ever came in contact, just having a conversation with.
Conversation, yeah. Well, I don't know, cause I ain't gonna sit there and ask a person, you know what I mean? What they do. But I know the bar I hang out at all the time, it's nothing but a lot of lawyers and doctors and stuff sitting there. So they the type of people.
Where is this bar?
Vista Union.
Okay, it's in the Metro.
Yeah, and right behind Wetwood is in the little alley.
Oh, I know you're talking.
It's all about getting in the color.
Where Jillian's used to be at.
Yep.
You can't be the smartest person always around the way. You got to find rooms where people can teach you something.
You don't want to be the smartest person.
No.
So like what they do is they sit there and get drunk. But one thing I learned about people like that is, and I ain't saying this to be racist to my own kind, but Caucasian people, they will pass knowledge on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When they get to drinking, they get to talking. Mm-hmm. When they buy me a drink, I let them all turn to water. So when they buy me another drink, I ain't drinking no more. I'm finished. I'm taking it all in. Yeah. Even though they're a doctor or a lawyer, it ain't got nothing to do with art. Mm-hmm. Marketing is marketing.
It is.
And he told me that the other day. You know what I mean? You got to find out how to market. That's one. He don't even know. I ain't gonna know. He probably know he said it, but he probably know I was listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I took it in.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to find out how to market.
And you got to understand like photos or whatever, upselling, like marketing, like so you can get this basic package.
Bro, man, let me talk on that. Upselling, man, it's like this. Everybody, when you go in Walmart, you buy a shirt with $15. Walmart probably paid $2 for that shirt.
You know,
if that, cause they done order 1,000 of them.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Probably
so they probably
pay
exactly. But we complain, but we don't never go and say, "Can you give me a discount?" Because at the end of the day, I have kids to feed. At the end of the day, I have light bills. I have.
You asking me for a service, so serve me my money.
I know.
Person?
In the polite way, like he said it. but you know what I mean? But nah, it's seriously, man, and people get mad at that. But I tell people, hey, at the end of the day, this is my job. Yeah. You say you applaud me, you salute me for being an entrepreneur, so help me continue to be that entrepreneur.
Exactly.
You know, you never know. I may say, hey, after you get finished, man, I'm gonna take $50. You never know.
It could be anything.
I just may be having a good week where I can afford to get that $50. Or come to me and tell me you're on a budget. Don't come to me and tell me you're on a $100 budget, man, because the answer's gonna be no. Because it's simple fact of you gotta just think of like
you ain't get what I got off for $100.
Exactly.
You did?
Time is money.
my
Yeah,
time.
I got a different approach when it comes to certain situations like that. Because I know the importance of photos, and it's a passion for me. It ain't always about the money. So if you real enough to come to me and say, "Hey, look, I want these pictures, but I see your package is $350. I only got $125, but I want these pictures." Let me be the one to decide, okay, I'm gonna work this out. Cause in my head, as a photographer, I know the importance of pictures. Like those pictures you was talking about taking that 20 years from now, you're gonna be able to look at.
Yep.
I don't want to be the one that turned down $125 and then 20 years from now, you don't got no pictures
Yeah.
of what you look like 20 years ago.
Exactly. Though.
So sometimes, if it's genuine, I'll take the, whatever.
Yeah, because you telling people story.
Because you telling
It's
stories.
really
Now,
meaningful.
you run into those people.
Oh, he obviously.
Yeah.
He knew what I was going to interject with,
Man,
man.
and you run into those people that'll tell you, they'll feed you a story, but then they'll say they're on a budget, but then when you on Facebook, the next day they in Miami popping bottles.
Balling out.
Yeah.
Balling out.
So,
I forgot he was over there.
yeah. So yeah, you gonna run into those people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going to the gas station, man. It might be a man out there that'd be like, "Hey, can I borrow a couple dollars? I'm bad on my luck right now." And then it's gonna be another dude that's gonna be like, "Hey, look, bro, I just need $2. I'm trying to get me a beer." And that's gonna be the one that I'm probably gonna go. You was real about it.
Yeah. I need me a bill,
Yeah,
man.
I
Let me $2.
I need a beer. I'm out here.
Yeah. I was at the gas station the other day. A dude came by like, "Hey man, let me get $1." I had put out my wallet out, and he seen a couple of dollars. He was like, "Man, let me get $2." Like, no, get $1. and then another dude would come by like, "Hey man, I'm homeless, man. I just in my car. I ain't got no. All right, man, get out my face."
But yeah, at the end of the day though, man, if it's a passion, then sometimes the money don't. I'm not gonna say all the times, but if it's a passion, sometimes the money don't matter.
And see, also with how you say the money don't matter, that's true. Like you was talking about that $1,000 package, and we doing it for $500.
Yeah.
So what you get with that, y'all listen. What you get with that is you get both of us as a photographer. Okay. So you getting double the pictures. You get an hour session for 3 sessions, 3 different sessions. That's 3 different hours. You do what you want to do. On top of it, you get a whole minute promo video, professional video from him. So that means like, when I add up, it came up to almost $2,000 actually.
Yeah, so you saying you got 2 camera photographers or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that mean how many pictures is that in that $500 package?
Well, I give 15. I don't know exactly what he
I'll
gave.
be honest with you. So we came up with this idea the other night. Like we was sitting at the studio doing a photography session. I came out with 110 pictures. He had 118 pictures in a 1-hour session.
Okay.
1 girl, 2 photographers, over 200 pictures.
And so they can have
Them snaps.
Now those snaps, those
Okay.
snaps. But with me, I'm gonna send you all the pictures I take. I might not go through and actually retouch or edit all of them. You go through and you pick 20, 25 pictures that you like. That's what I'll go back and do. But as far as all the pictures, the snaps that I took, you're going to get all of those because what I like may not be what you like or what you like may not be what I like. So I don't want to be the one to go delete pictures because I think, oh, well, she might not like this. I'll let you decide that.
That's true.
But you know what I'm saying?
It's they pictures.
Yeah,
so.
it's their pictures. But for a $500 package like what we running, you going to come out with at least, if he shoots you 25, I shoot you 25, that's 50 pictures.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
3 different times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You gonna come out some good pictures.
You know what I mean? And the thing with it is, you run those specials like he says. That's where the passion come in at also. People may be like, "Oh, you getting this, you getting that." Nah, cause some of those same people that's gonna take that deal, they probably gonna book you anyway. So that's with the passion part of it. You okay? So they was gonna book me. Let me get them something. You know what I mean? You know, we put a time frame on it. It wasn't like you said, it's a marketing thing, but it's more so say 2 to year right now. Yeah. So I mean, we can't run the special for so long because everything got to be done by the end of the year. Yeah. And I'm taking out the last 2 weeks of December. I don't know about him, but I am. so you know,
he can take out 2 weeks.
He can do that because he run his own business.
Nah, it just I haven't had but 1 vacation all year. If I was working somebody's job,
so you going on vacation or you just gonna be at the crib just not having worry about photos?
I can't tell the world what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay, he trying to surprise wifey.
But yeah, give y'all social media.
Gotta
before we get
surprise
out of here.
myself.
I got to surprise myself.
What you said?
I said, give y'all social media and tell, all
Man,
that.
kicking us off podcast. Nah, I'm playing.
We can do a part 2, man.
Hey,
We'll
I'm
go all
always down
night.
to talk, man.
Yeah.
But my social media. Oh Lord. Oh, Facebook. Trell Martin is my personal page. If I don't know you, I would not add you. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
He added me because he knew me. It's like,
I knew one. I knew both. I didn't know who was who.
yeah.
One in between.
But my business page is Full Effect Designs and Images. Full Effect Design and Images. My Instagram is Full Effect Images. They wouldn't let me put the designs in. I don't know why. I even give you my business number, 803-673-4198. Do not leave a voicemail. I do not check them. If I do not pick up, text. Say, hey,
Great like that.
I mean, I don't check the voicemails. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's all I got. Social media. You can check my website out, fulleffectimages.com. So if you got my Instagram, you got my website. Just put .com on the end. And that's about it with me. I don't do too much social media. I don't update my Instagram like I should. So please go to my website or my Facebook page to see my updated work.
But you promoting it, but you putting the updated work up, so
Yeah.
good. Go ahead, Larry.
Man, mine pretty easy. On Facebook, it's Larry the Camera Guy. That's Larry, D-A, Camera Guy.
DA, like Larry the cable guy.
Yeah, yep. Instagram is Myraculous Media Group, and that's MYRACULOUS. So yeah, Myraculous Media Group on Instagram, Larry the Camera Guy on Facebook.
See how Larry in focusing on Trell Lane, but we just
That
finishing the
made
pod, so
Yeah.
I guess I'll be fine with it.
It's good. It
It
that
look,
good.
but
man.
it look perfect
we
on
can
my
get some
end.
shout outs before we leave here. I mean, I got
Man, shout whoever you want to have.
One main shout out too. You want to go first, bro? 'Cause mine I might have it on the old Clarence
yeah,
Carter
go
shout
ahead.
out, long shout out. The last 5 minutes of the song.
Go ahead, man. You good, you
Nah.
good.
The Trojan shout out.
Hey, nah, I ain't shouting them out.
They lose.
No, we won. Y'all lost. But nah, hey, I'm gonna start this like this saying this. I want to shout out everybody that ever worked with me. Whether you still like me or not, I still shout you out because you made me who I am today. Whether it was a good or bad thing at the end, If it was bad, hey, I kept moving. Hopefully you did too. If it was good, we still together. But the whole Full Effect squad, everybody that started with me, Axis, shout y'all out. I ain't gonna call names. It's like 13 of them. Now that is a team that I did build. But
Yeah.
I want to shout all y'all out. My guy Larry right here. Hey, we got some big. When I say big, I mean huge things coming. The first of the year, we taking over Columbia. I'm telling y'all that now. We will take over Columbia. Myraculous and Full
Your
Effect.
head, but everybody.
We will be. hey,
Stupid.
hey, we will be a staple in Columbia. I can promise you that. Now, whether you support us or not, that's on y'all. But
You just gotta put the work in.
we would be there. I mean, it's a proven fact. This man be in different states all the time.
Yeah.
Larry like a businessman.
The thing about it, they fly him out. I have to drive when I go
Hey,
out.
fly Larry out. We gotta talk to Larry,
I
man.
know.
That man get flew out.
Trell, we want
Larry,
flew out, Larry.
he get flew out. What country way it say?
He flew out.
Flew out.
but nah, hey, this a hard working man right here. Hey, that'll be a great interview for y'all.
Yeah,
He-
we gotta
he
make it
really
happen
will
though.
be
We
on.
definitely gotta make it happen just so you get your own highlight spotlight.
Yeah,
Get Trell out here, man. We
Hey,
want to talk to Larry.
that's cool.
now.
I don't like cameras, so it's cool.
Yeah.
But nah, man,
We
for
want
real-
Larry, man.
we
want Larry.
we appreciate Trell, Larry. We appreciate y'all coming here though, because like I say, we just want to build something that people want to come to and have a conversation with us, and like that's all we doing. Cause like we say this on all the podcasts though, but like we started a podcast because we always enjoy a podcast, but nobody asked us to come on the podcast, so started our own, and that's the genesis of it. Really,
It's
Without
one
this
major
podcast, we
shout
would have never
out.
met Larry Pryor.
Oh.
So that's what the podcast about. Just like 2 weeks ago, we had Tanner Vibe and Jabari on. We probably would have never met them two people without the podcast.
Hey,
That's why I say the podcast so big to us.
I'm gonna do a giveaway at y'all podcast tonight.
Go ahead and do it then.
I don't know if Larry gonna contribute or not. If he want to.
we're gonna cut this clip up, y'all. We're gonna cut this
Hey,
clip up.
this
So
is
go
a giveaway
let's go
right
to
here.
3.
But it's on the twins. It ain't on me. I want y'all to pick one person, and I'm gonna give away a free photo shoot.
Okay.
So, but they gotta. So that one person gotta be subscribed to y'all channel, and they gotta like like the video, and leave a comment.
Yeah, all right.
So, you know, that's
We
how
go-
you'll be able to, you know, they
All
gotta
that.
subscribe, like,
So,
and comment.
Go back to the thing. So like we gonna cut this clip up. We're gonna cut this clip up or whatever. And like, okay, people gonna comment or whatever. Put in the comment, and like I say, we'll choose from that. Choose who the people that comment and like subscribe.
That'll
That'd be dope as hell.
dope.
Jeremy, you can't like and subscribe. You can't comment. So,
Nah, in-house people can't do it.
yeah, I can.
But hey,
That'd be best fire though. We appreciate that. That's so
yeah.
much love,
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
Like we gonna continue to work together because, like I say, we all like my. That's why I say we talking about stuff away on this podcast. You couldn't even have this conversation with a person that don't really know about camera work, that ain't doing this kind of stuff. Like this is the only type of conversation you can have with people that's kind of doing same kind of stuff you're trying to do.
one more giveaway. I'm
Keep
in the
doing
giving
it.
spirit.
Let's
It ain't
do
even
it,
Christmas
man.
time. So, my last shout out before I get this away. Hey, I want to shout y'all guys out, man, for having us on there. Seriously, that's much appreciated. I salute y'all for what y'all doing. But to return the favor, Axis Magazine, I ain't even consult this with everybody. I might get fussed at, but it is what it is. We gonna interview y'all.
We want to do it.
We gonna interview y'all.
We want to do it. We ready to do it.
We gonna
do it,
interview. I don't do interviews with them, but I'm gonna be there.
We want to
I'm
do it.
gonna be my man back there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be back there.
We can't wait to do it, man, because we got so much to talk about. Because, like I say, we always on the other end.
And
Like,
I
that
can tell you this with Axis. When we interview, Axis gonna have their own Roku channel too.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna try my best, man, to connect y'all with some of the people that we interview. You know, it ain't all celebrities. We have touched a lot of celebrities though. So,
we
but
want to get people that's interested.
exactly, and that's the thing with the magazine. And I'm finna cut this short, but it ain't so much as do I get a celebrity on there. I want to get it. Well, I may have one or two, but then when you open up the magazine, you be like, oh, I'm on a page next to a celebrity. That's motivation.
What?
Very.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know whoever put me in this magazine, they had to know that person also to get them.
Exactly.
But they took the time out to notify me also. And that's all it is. You know what I mean?
It's just love.
I just always say, like, even like, you just got to be in the same bracket of range. Like, Quinn Cook used to be on the Lakers with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn Cook is not LeBron, but he on the same team. So he literally the same life as LeBron live on the court or whatever. He's still just a basketball player.
Yeah.
All that. But get your social, Jern. Y'all ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah. Twitter at the Jeremy Gant. Snap and IG Jeremy_Gant.
Hey, you can follow me at Y20 because on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me at Hassani_guy on Snapchat. Got a little quote before we go. Hey, the biggest way to kill a big dream is to introduce it to a small mind.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
To this day.
To this day.
Hey, you can follow me on IG and Twitter at The Money QB. Go to Navy Black Pod on IG and Twitter. Follow Navy Black Podcast. Go to YouTube, Navy Black Podcast. Go to the shirts on 3. Go to the website, man, NavyBlackPodcast.com, and get your merch, man. This is the Money Quarterback, and we'll
Action
see y'all
over words, baby. Y'all see it. Oh, wrong side.
Yeah, did episode 93.
We out.